If some of y'all don't know already, I made a fan-made extension to the tales of Jenny and Scrooge called Stevie Sentence, and basically, I did not go into the behind the scenes of what my thought process was for that, so let's kind of delve into what my brain kind of thought of for that. First of all, let me kind of get into the story details of what it is if you haven't seen it. I don't want to go spoiling it too much. Of course, it's not canon to the actual story, but I kind of wanted to kind of go into details of what could have happened to Stevie after the events of Violet's Tale, and because after the ending of Violet's Tale, we never really hear the name Stevie again. So I wanted to kind of go into it. So I like the idea of Stevie kind of just sitting alone in the streets of London, or Paddington, and just kind of trying to prosper what the frickety frack he just did. He kind of he's kind of doubting, he didn't mean to hurt about it, blah, 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 blah. And then, he kind of just, when the police kind of ask him about, what happened and shit, he, of course, makes the lovely excuse of, she just fell down the stairs. Or she tripped. Yeah, do you think police believed them? No. Again, fan-made. But, so the police investigated him, and, but basically, he just kept denying the claim, saying he didn't hurt her, and then pretty much truth eventually came out, and then he gets arrested. And then he ends up screaming I'm gonna get you for this, Violet. I'm gonna get you. Don't you fucking forget who runs things here. And then, basically, cops tell him Violet's dead. And then he's in shock, and he's like, I'm not gonna believe you. She has to be alive, right? And pretty much he's not gonna believe them without any proof. So, yeah. So they show him proof, obviously, and then it kind of just hits him like a freaking reality check, and it's like, oh shit. And then he's just kind of losing his sanity, and I'm not going to spoil the ending. So basically, now let's kind of get into the instrumental. So if you don't know the instrumental, here's what it sounds like. Okay, so basically, if you're wondering how I did that lovely ticking sound, I wanted to kind of have it resemble the ticking of a clock. The ticking of a clock. And in case you're wondering how I did it, I actually slammed my hand on my mattress for the lower sound, and I just pitched them down. I was basically slamming my hand on my mattress and pitching it down to make the noises. And I just looped it over and over again. That's basically what it was. I wanted it to resemble the ticking of a clock, because it's basically Stevie losing his full fucking sanity in a prison cell. Because you're wasting your days away in there. So, I mean, that's kind of what I kind of had in mind for it. Basically, there's nothing else. Again, I know it's all fan-made. It's not canon, but, you give me creative ideas to work with, I'm going to be dabbing head first into the pool and drowning in there. But yeah, so that's kind of little background of where my brain went when it came down to Stevie Sentence.